got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Last season with the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram became a star. Often his own toughest critic, Ingram said, "My motivation is being the best I can be. I can't be perfect, but if I do all I can, I think I can be close to perfect." Kevin, he's putting in the work to get as close as he can. Back to you.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. And the forward spots, they'll have Ingram alongside Williamson. Bledsoe is out there with ball, and it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for the Heat, the guard pair are Dragic and Robinson. Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Already a gifted scorer, but if Zion can consistently hit the 3 ball, it's over.
Here's Butler. Floats it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Butler. Inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
A dangerous pick-and-roll partner. Adebayo's a high-level athlete with great size.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe, Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Now here's Dragic. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Butler from outside. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Adebayo sends it back.
This shot can't get past Bam. His reach is just too much.
Dragic taking his time here. Back to Adebayo. Rejected by Ingram. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Dragic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Forcing the action, going to the line. Now Dragic wins these battles with his hustle.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Hero comes in for Robinson. No good on the second free throw.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Hart the pass to Hayes. He dishes it to Reddick. The pass to Melly. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hart. And again, New Orleans has no luck. 1:43 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hero. Adebayo with this screen on Reddick. And there it is for him.
That's his signature move, Tyler. Hero using the screen to create just enough separation.
Reddick up top. Olynyk is covering. Here's Hart. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Iguodala with it. Passes it to Olynyk. Here's Hero. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Off the pick, Hero loves to rise and fire, but that time he becomes the playmaker.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Hayes. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Nailed from three-point land.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
Iguodala left side. Driving inside. And it's good for 2.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
The Heat shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Pelicans trail by 4. Now Reddick.
Avery Bradley applying the heat. You can see why he's been first team all defense.
And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, and the high-powered front court pair is Ingram and Williamson. Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Now Butler. After Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Butler kicks to Nunn. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 4. Loads it up for Williamson. Shots good by Bledsoe. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Butler against Williamson. None. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Butler in deep. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
Not surprised to see Jimmy come down with the offensive rebound. He plays with heart and hustle.
Bledsoe dishes to Ingram. Williamson with a screen for Ingram. Going inside. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got his first 2 points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Ball with the bucket.
Well trained in blocking out distractions. Ball doesn't let a little contact affect the shot.
You know, Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with his play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nunn, a screen on Williamson. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Ingram. Rebound by Butler. Miami trailing. Pass to Nunn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ingram against Butler. Shoots over Ingram. And it's Butler missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Pass to Williamson. Plays it up off the glass. Williamson's got 7.
This is where Zion is most comfortable, using his size and touch to his advantage.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Iguodala comes in for Tyler Hero. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Now here's Dragic, and they pick up 2.
He's not afraid of contact. Dragic showing he can take the hit, still finish on the drive.
Kicks to Hayes. The pass to Hart. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Redick, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Dragic. Iguodala finds Bradley. Shoots over Redick. 6 to shoot. Bradley can't get it to go. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Hayes with the screen for Redick. With the drive. Now here's Adebayo. Great D that time from Reddick. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. It didn't look like they'd be in this position at the half, holding a 4-point lead, but it was a very good second quarter for them. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Pelicans?
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to figure out who to cover. And that created a lot of room for the shooters and spot-up jumpers.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of it was shot selection, some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been number of jump shots along the way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Out on the perimeter, it's Robinson and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view. But still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Now here's Williamson. After the miss from Goran Dragic.
That's quick transition from defense to offense. Goran accelerating extremely well.
Bledsoe outside. This is to Ingram. Tries again. And the call, I'm not, that sends him to the line.
Great to see Ingram forcing the issue, dependable at finding ways to get to the stripe.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
First one falls for him. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly sensitive.
Exactly, born and raised.
Stolen by Robinson, and Adebayo throws it down.
ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And good that time. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Dragic with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Butler is screen ups. Olenek the pass to Dragic. Now Butler. 6 on the shot clock to the middle. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Bledsoe looking around. He kicks it to Ingram. Williamson, the screen. From 13, and the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The Heat trail by 8. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And here is Robinson after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Timeout called the Heat.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
In for Robinson. And Bradley's subbed in for Goran Dragic. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
New Orleans moving it around. Down low. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so it's New Orleans with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Driving the lane, it's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Miami has possession following the score by New Orleans. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 15-6 run. Passes it to Hart. And it's Miami with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Butler goes in. The trade. Hero no good. Pelicans leading by 13. Redick with it. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Adedukey's out there on the floor. Redick at the 2, Ingram at the 3, and Zion at the 4. Lonzo Ball out there with Hernan Gomez. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Now here's Ingram. D right on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint because those have been big.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for J.J. Redick. Both free throws good for Ingram. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
And it's Butler missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Williamson. Williamson with a screen for Ingram. Over Butler. And that one's good. Ingram's got 9 points now in just the second half.
A wiry guy with great body control. Ingram can adjust in the face of good defense.
Butler against Williamson. And Butler gets it to go.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Ingram. He takes it in. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Dragic. Count the basket.
Bouncing off defenders like a pinball, something we see from Dragic almost every night.
Ingram outside. Bledsoe finds Hernan Gomez. Ingram with it. Back to Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. Here's Ball, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
When Lonzo Ball is healthy, he's effective. A multi-talented point guard, in my opinion, with great size.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for New Orleans. And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Ingram against Butler. No good. Adams, some nice D. If they want to, they milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Now the pass to Williamson. Now Bledsoe. Here's Ingram. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Pass to Butler. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Now, here's Ball. Adams down low. Adebayo on him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The Heat trail by 14. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's stolen by Adams. Bledsoe outside. Adams in the high post. Adebayo on him. Pass to Ingram from the arc. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got 14 points here in the second half.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New Orleans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Brandon Ingram.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Melly. Here's Gabriel. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. No good that time. And it's Bradley with the ball for Miami. 17-point game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Shoots over Achua. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
That one goes in.
With his wiry frame, Bradley's surprisingly tough. In fact, he may have been fouled there.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.